Hello everyone, my name is Riley and this is the RDW Glass YouTube channel. Be sure to check out my Instagram as well as my website. My Instagram is RDW_glass. My website is rdw-glass.com. They're both right there in the background. Today in this video, we're going to be creating a cauldron. I have some black that I had hiding behind some stuff back there, so I'm glad that I found that because I wanted to make a cauldron. So that's why I started looking for my colors. And I'm glad I found that. Today we're going to be using the black and slime because a cauldron that I'm picturing has little green bubbles coming out of it. Have this one in my mind. This is a whiteboard that I've had up in my studio this month. You should always have a whiteboard in your studio. We have multiple in the studio. But yeah, I want it to have like little green bubbles coming out of it. So that's the plan. Alright, we're going to flip the camera and get right into it. What you're going to do is make sure you have your ventilation on. And then you're going to take your propane, slightly open it, and you can turn this down, and that's a good old pilot flame right there. Nice steady flame. A lot of artists will keep this going while they go do something like smoke a bowl, and then they'll get right back into it. Turning our propane up to this nice flame here, and then slowly turning our oxygen on, and you can see that the oxygen creates precision. And you can see I just tuned down the propane a little bit so we can have a nice precise flame. The Red Max is super cool because it has a bottom flame as well, like this. And these are controlled by knobs down here. We're going to turn them off. And the Red Max has this top flame, which I love using all the time. And you can see we can get quite a precise flame there. And it can get even more precise than that. I just don't want it to pop from. So if you have your propane at a certain thing and you hit your oxygen too high, it'll like pop, which is an interesting thing, and I don't feel like making it happen because it is loud. Alright, cauldron. Eventually I'm going to get that lens that goes over the camera, and it kind of helps kill the flare. Well, it really completely kills the flare. But they're called Diddy clips. I think their slogan should be, I can see clearly now that the flare is gone. What I want to do first is pull this black that I found down into a stringer of sorts, not super thin, but, and that's going to allow me to make the two loops that are on the side of a cauldron, or like, you know, one on each side of the cauldron, as well as I want mine to have little legs. I'm guessing 3 little legs, and I still haven't decided if I want it to stand up as a statue, if I want to turn it into a pendant, or if I want to put it on the side of a slide. Not sure about that just quite yet, but alright. So I just pulled this ever so slightly thinner than that, and that's going to allow me to work on the prep that I want to work on. Get a small section hot. I'm going to take my tweezers and I'm just going to of those after I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. Flatten it. Do it again. Cool. Now we'll put this on a punty. Bring it back on the reamer. Smooth that out in here. Side for now. Cool. I just gotta make one that looks pretty much exactly like this. Made this pendant yesterday. Cool. Tweezers. Roll this around in there, help the circle, and now we have another. Just kind of showing how you don't really need the reamer if you have your tweezers. We have a tool talk on how to use tweezers. It's pretty obvious how to use them. The tool talk is just more about what I use them for and explaining all the different sizes of tweezers. Nice. I'm going to heat this up and pull it down a little thinner, because now what's left is going to be for the legs of the cauldron. Okay. Perfecto. To the side. Alright, I'm gonna use this just because we got it. We made our point. Alright. Alright, I'll take this. Maybe I should put this in the tin too. No, it's thin enough. I don't have a problem with hydration. We're going to get this into a ball shape. By letting gravity fall down. I gotta make the size of this big enough to compare to those 2 loops I just did, which I realized are pretty large. Might have to shrink those loops a little bit, we'll see. Probably should have pulled the green stringer too. That's okay. We'll pull that after we have the full thing. Speed this up a little bit. Getting the bottom rounded. No creases, the ball is all rounded off. Now what I want to do is do a hot seal down here because we're going to be pushing on this. See if we can just get that cold seal off. Alright. cool. And my plan is to use this bull push to make this solid piece appear like it has a inside to it. But it's solid, so obviously there's no inside. Not very bad at all. Not very bad at all. I like that shape. I can handle that. We put the things on the side. This will look perfect. All right, let's grab one of these out of the can. We'll grab that. Cool. Put one to the side for now. Attach one over here. Should we do it like hanging like that, kinda? We should make it a little smaller. Cool. Okay. I kind of want these loops to be smaller. Put some material off in there. Yeah, I like that. That's better. Let's get this one down a little bit too. Much more reasonable sized handles for this Cauldron. I like that a lot more. Alright. Now, time to flip a punty. Put one on this side now. Or should we do the green dots while we still have it up here? Let's do the green while we still have it up here. Alright, cool. I'm outspoken. My language is broken into a slang, but that's just the dialect that I select where I hang. I play it cool, cause cooling is all that I'm about, just chilling with the flow. My name is, you can tell by the style that I'm doing this, that I'm creating. It's a really, I never lose, I never lost, cause I'm the boss and never will, cause I'm still a champion. I'm not a trader, but if what you got is greater, I'd trade, but maybe later, cause my waiter made me tater alligators to play. Well, there's special ed. Alright, that's cool. fold more than I need, but I'll use it for another project. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down in my chair for this one. Some precision over here. Spilling over the side, whatever's cooking up in the cauldron. Ooh, you know what I could have done? I could have put slime on top of the black. When I had it in a marble, I could have put slime on top, and then it would have looked like slime, or the slime would have already been in the center when I did the bowl push. It's okay. I always think of little things I would do slightly differently. That could make the project better. Which is why it's good to not just do like one of these. Whenever I start making something, I usually get in the mood of like making that. Like a few weeks ago, I got really into making like monsters, and then I just kept making a bunch of them because I kept thinking of different things to do differently. It's a cauldron bubbling over with the witch's brew inside. You know, somebody commented on my video last week and said it feels like this feels like old YouTube. It made me so happy. Just like the one comment when somebody said, I like to put your videos on in the background when I'm glass blowing. Like, that's super dope. It makes me very happy because the old YouTube and putting glass videos on in the background, that is stuff I used to do. So the fact that I'm doing that for other people now makes me very happy. Ooh, that's that pop that we spoke about. My propane's starting to run low anyway, so I figured that might happen. Alright, I do want to put legs on this thing still, so let's get into that. That's when we do that punty on top now. I got plenty of stuff to stick it to. It'll be a cold seal real quick, boom. And then we got to burn this one off, because remember we did this one hot. That way we wouldn't have any problem with it falling off. There we go. Trying to pull the rest of that clear off, because no customer wants just a random patch of clear on the bottom of their art. It could genuinely just be like that, but in my mind I had the legs on it, so we're making legs. We want 3, so bam, bam, and bam. Bam, bam. That looks like enough material to kind of ball up in there. Oh god, the propane's running out. Alright, I'm gonna have to switch my propane tank because we just ran out of propane. Alright, be back momentarily. Now we're definitely putting this in. I wonder if I should take you guys out there. Boom! Studio. Got lots of stuff going on in the studio. Put this out there. That's so the chickens don't come squawking. No, just kidding, they always do. Alright, I got this one to the side, nice and ready. I got this thing, maybe I could utilize this right here. I'm a welder too, so this is like made with a nice welding bead, and you know, got these nice welds right here. I'm a welder. That's what I did in high school. Did some welding. Waha! Make sure it's closed. Smell that propane, or the fume that whatever that smell is that they put in the propane, so you know that it's leaking. Ooh, we got mint here. Cures the bad smell right away. Delightful. Oh, there they come. Hey, chicken. Just brought this one over. Yeah, this one is. Come here. Ooh, looking at me like that. Okay. Are you coming now? Says hello. With gases, so you need to make sure there's no leaking. What's up, Strawberry? Oh, this guy always coming around. Alright, let's put this to the side for now. And I always keep a bottle of some soapy water. Oh, berries, you're so cute. So, what we do is we make sure that we have the propane gauges turned off in here. Make sure everything's closed. And then what we do is we open this. And then that's our brand new tank. And then we spray this all around here. And you can see that there are no bubbles. If there were bubbles popping up, then that would mean something seeping through. And you can see we got no bubbles, just nice soapy water, which is perfect because we do not need any propane leaks. Which just makes sense, right? Put this up right over here. Just want to take a little peek at the studio real quick. I change the studio garden all the time. If you've been watching since the start, you know that it changes pretty often. America. Land of the free. Home of the brave. Boom, it's lettuce time again. Get some freaking chicken strips from Culver's. Once this lettuce is full, just wrap the lettuce around the chicken tender. Oh my goodness. Amazing. What are you doing? You're just walking around? Break some of this. They'll go crazy for it. Some catnip. Lottie! It's this right here, bud. Yeah, right here. Boom, the catnip is initiated. Dude, I just gave him both leaves. Do you want one now too? Okay. She doesn't like him. Oh, good girl, berries. Oh. Dude, give me fist bumps, berries. Fist bump. Good girl. You do one more? Fist bumps. You're so beautiful. Oh, yeah, you. Ow. Alright, you guys are gonna have to hit skip a few times if you're not interested. It's a little bit about my life right there. Cats, chickens, and glass blowing. Plants. Gotta have some plants growing. Alright. Now we have our new propane hookup. Let's make sure we get some extra hydration. Alright. Boom. Full tank. Alright. Look, I keep my lighter right here. Do not keep your lighter out here. This whole section gets hot. Lighters are made out of plastic, okay? So if this plastic melts, the butane that's inside of this plastic will, what? Explode. So this is something that you have to think of. Do not keep your lighters out here. Keep them behind your torch and as far away from the flame as you choose. Like, this is even not the safest place to put them down right here on that torch, on the torch spiral, square thing. My friend Dakota Madrona, if you go follow him on Instagram or YouTube too, he had his lighter here and that bad boy exploded, and it's on camera, so you get to see it. He didn't get hurt from it. He just obviously got scared because there was an explosion right next to him, a mini explosion. But yeah, you should check that out because that's pretty cool. Go on his Instagram, Dakota Madrona, and you can see all of his little videos, and some of them inspired some of his videos definitely inspired me to make my videos. And he has a lot of fun with his videos too, so you're able to, you know, get some enjoyment from the content, and also you can see he's enjoying himself, so it's also, you know, feels good to watch people doing something that they love. Alright, there's that. Alright, there we go. This. So, that and that will be our next two. And let's grab this bad boy out of the kiln. Cool. That's cool. I like that. Oh, oops. Way too high. Let's get that off there. Maybe lower, like here. And next one will go right here. So there's left throw on that one. Switching the sides of this. It's cool though. You become the ability of ambidextria becomes a lot easier as a glass blower. You'll see that you'll be switching hands all the time and using both hands to do the same things, just, you know, at different times. Like I was holding this in this hand earlier, now I'm holding it vice versa. So after glass blowing for a while, start trying to write with your other hand, and it actually becomes quite easy. Because doing this stuff, you're training your brain to work a lot harder. Okay, cool. I like our little legs. In my mind, I think they didn't have such a wide base, so I'm going to kind of pull some of that off. I didn't see them have such a wide base in my brain, so I don't want them to have a wide base in reality. This reality. Alright, let's take this and let's give it a press down here. It's awesome. Bubbling over with the witch's brew. Let's grab this. Gotta have these. In the tweezer video, I talked about how big this tweezer is. Big as my arm, basically. This is probably, for now, this is just going to be a statue, and I might sell it like that on Instagram as a statue. Just grab a nice bubbly brew in there. Alright, if you watched today's video, thank you very much. I appreciate you watching my videos. I like making these, and I like showing you guys different stuff. Just kind of hoping to, you know, spread some knowledge to the glass blowing community. And also, like, inspiration and encouragement to the glass blowing community. You know, maybe I end up making something that you didn't really have in your mind or thought about making until you seen the video, and then that inspired you to make something similar to what I made, and then you end up improving on that idea, and then I see your improved piece and I get inspired by that. So it's a really cool community. Like on Instagram, I'll watch a bunch of different artists and, you know, go back and forth talking with different artists. There's some really cool people out there in our glass blowing community. So Instagram is a really dope way to get connected with all of them, and very easy. I guess the other way would be like going to events. Like I have 2 glass blowing friends that's how they sell all of their glasses. They just go to different events around and they sell it there, like different festivals and stuff like that, which that's awesome. So because they end up meeting more glass blowers who do that, and that's how the community grows. But yeah, Instagram is an awesome place to, you know, start spreading your, you know, glass community, or to start, you know, seeing how widespread the glass community is, and, you know, getting some cool knowledge. And I'm always, you know, ready to message back and forth on Instagram, which is the RDW_glass. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's videos. How to make a cauldron, and it looks like it's bubbling over a little bit. We used the jet black, we used slime. So jet black and slime are the colors we used today. We used tweezers, brass reamer, and of course we always use this. It's a favorite tool. So let's grab them. These are the tools you needed for today's video, eh? Marble mold, reamer, tweezers, and a bowl push. This is the tools that we used today. Those are the tools and the colors that you would need for today's video. And if I were to recreate this cauldron, which I might make another one like in the future, maybe even today later, but I would make the loops a little smaller. Alright. I'd make the loops a little smaller, and I would pre-make the legs. Like I'd have 3 little legs already made and just attach those rather than trying to shape them on the cauldron after it's been made. Yeah. And I think those are the only 2 things I would do slightly different. Yeah, smaller handles and better legs. But I like the idea of the bowl push to create that thing. That was the other thing I'd do different, is on top of the black marble, I would have put a little bit of slime, and then I would have used the bowl push to push it in. That way, in the center, it would look like there's some, you know, slimy brew in there, and then I could do the bubbles coming out of that. But I also like how it ended up looking like I would still do a bunch of dots of slime on top of it, because it made it look like bubbles, which is awesome. And that's why I use slime for that too, because slime is ever so slightly translucent, and it almost looks like it has little bubbles in it to begin with, so it looked really cool on there. If you want to check out the finished project, RDW_glass on my Instagram is where I'm going to end up posting the picture of that when it comes out of the kiln, and maybe even selling it just as a sculpture on there. Heck yeah. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's videos. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you enjoy all the videos I make, and I hope they're somewhat educational and and you have a good time watching them. Enjoy them. Alright everyone, stay safe. Happy melting. Next week's video is going to be our last video of October this year, so it's going to be either like a mix of spooky creations being made, or possibly even like a specific creation, like a hand coming out of the ground, or like a casket, or a skull. It's going to be one of those things. So tune in next week as well, because I post videos every single Tuesday. Alright, happy melting. Peace.